Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Unique Model, aka Shantae Renee P for Positivity, and I am starting a series, Read My Book with Me, if you please. It's a book of poems, basically about my life and the feelings that I was having at that time, those times, and it is my ultimate act of vulnerability. So I recorded my first video yesterday, and I said I may say some words afterwards, but I was like, hell no. I was just happy to get through the video. So, yeah, I'll probably say something after this one because the series is going to go where I read a poem first and then discuss it, what I was going through at that time. But yeah, I was like, I was just happy to get the video over. Then I looked at it and was critiquing myself, critiquing the hell out of myself. I had, waxed my mustache, so I saw I had some wax still left on my lip. I said, girl, you know what? It's all right. We still gonna leave that video just like it is. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and read the first poem and then go over some things that were going on in my life that actually led me to start writing. This poem is called I'm Paralyzed, and it goes like this. The feelings I have are paralyzing me. All throughout my day, I cannot concentrate. I imagine what my life should be, resembling my closest loved ones, but it doesn't seem to be in the cards for me. Why? I can't understand for the life of me why. I am unable to move. I am unable to grow. I feel increasing intermittent turmoil all the time that's causing me to go blind. I am reckless, but I care. Is that possible? Most people would say no, but I say it is so. Most people say I'm acting out, and maybe I am. My growth has stopped. My potential has peaked. I really don't think anyone has any room to speak unless you've been in my head and know the torment I experience on a daily basis. Right now is hard. Tomorrow will be harder, and so on and so on. It's always your wrong or your wrongs outweigh my wrongs. So here I am, broken, cracked, and crumbling. Pretty soon I will hope to be dust so I can go free. A life without movement is not the life I want. How to become unstuck is a sticky question. There's always a con to a pro for every feasible situation. I can't decide, so ultimately I decide to stay paralyzed. So, when I wrote that poem, early in the year, my husband and I, at that time, well, he's still my husband, he's about to be my ex, but yeah, we had decided to get divorced. This is like in the beginning of 2018. He was stationed in another state, and I was at home, and I had two of my kids there and grandkids, and at times the father of the kids. So I had a lot going on. I was working, and I would say a couple of weeks before I wrote the poem, I had worked like 14 days straight, and I was not used to working, 5 days a week. Normally I work 3 or 4 days a week. So it ended up I was on call, and I had to work a weekend. So I ended up working like 2 weeks straight. And I was like, what the hell? Because then my youngest daughter, she just moody, just so moody. So, it's like can't talk to her, or I don't know if I should talk to her. She was about 18, 19 at that time, probably 18. And then she was about 23. My oldest daughter was there with her kids. So, and then she was going through with the baby daddy, and they waking me up in the middle of the night talking about they about to call the police. I'm like, do y'all know I'm on call? And I gotta wake up in the morning to still go to work. So yeah, it was just a lot of stuff going on, and I was very overwhelmed. And I'm reaching out to my ex, and like, dude, I don't know, can you help me? I mean, but he's all the way in another state, and I'm just like, why is it always me? Why am I the one that always have to deal with this shit? So it was like the last day it was my last day out of the 14 days of working, and I got several phone calls from the kids. Yeah, in regarding the police. And I'm like, the police better not be in my house when I get home from work. Because, yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. So, guess what? The police were at my house when I got home. And they talked to me, and I'm just like, okay, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm going to sit my ass over here in this car. I'm going to smoke these couple cigarettes to calm my nerves. And eventually, they left. And then, you know, a couple of weeks later, I'm trying to work, I'm trying to catch up, and it just was too much. And I just, like, literally, I froze, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even finish working. And I still feel so bad for not being able to complete my duties. I do apologize for that if you ever see this video. But I froze. I froze, and I just couldn't move on. I couldn't do anything. So, I have suffered from depression, among other things. So, yeah, I froze. I laid in the bed. Wasn't doing much of nothing because I just couldn't. I could not bring myself, I could not make myself, I could not snap out of it. So when someone tries to tell you snap out of it, you know, you got to do this, blah, 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 sometimes you just can't. But just don't sit in it too long. And that was my issue. I sat in my depressions over the years, in and out, too long. And the longer you sit in it, the harder it is for you to get out of it. So when I say I have been through some stuff, yeah, I can relate. I can relate to a lot of different people, because everybody deals with depression. Everybody deals with mental disorders. Everybody deals with family strife, dealing with the popos, you know, hey, everybody deals with it. So, when I wrote the poem, I actually felt a little better. And I was like, okay, I just write and, you know, help get my feelings out. And, you know, then the next day or either that same day, I wrote another poem. And then I just kept writing. So I didn't write every day, but it started out, I would get an inkling to go ahead and write, and that's what I did. And that's actually been helping me to heal and get through a lot of the situations that I have endured over the 2 years, but also things that I've, you know, gone through in childhood, and you know, being married forever. Yeah, I'm working on that now. Yeah, getting out of that. Still love you though, I'm just saying. Yeah, so that's what I have for you. I still have not, don't have a concrete title for my book, but I think I know what I'm gonna call it. And I'm actually starting to look forward to it. Like today when I was getting ready, and like, yeah, some days I can't even get up, take a bath. I'm just saying, just being honest. Sometimes it's like that. But today I was like, oh, you know, I gotta get up and put on a little makeup, you know, make yourself feel a little better, so you're not looking all crazy on the camera. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really good, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing at this point in my life. As I see that 1010, it's on camera. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching, listening, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a good day.